You are not broken. You are not a toy. You are not a house that you're going to flip. You are not a toilet. You are not broken in something that needs to be fixed. I have so many people come to me with this feeling of, I need to fix my mindset. What's wrong with me? There's something wrong, that I'm broken and I need to be fixed. And I know why they think that, because they get the messaging all the time from so many places. Everything is telling them that they are a project, a fixer-upper, right? At the new year, it happens a lot, right? New year, new you. Fix yourself. Get rid of those wrinkles. Get rid of that gray. Drop those pounds. All the things that are wrong with you that need to be fixed. We're hearing it all the time. And it's not just at the new year. It's throughout the year. And as women especially, we are inundated with messages all the time about what is wrong with us and why we need to be fixed and how to be improved and become better. And I want to tell you today that you are not broken and you don't need to be fixed. There is nothing fundamentally wrong with you. You are inherently amazing. You are inherently powerful. You are inherently worthy. And just because you don't get that message all the time doesn't make it untrue. It is true. And I want you to hear it and believe it. Receive it. Let it wash over you. I am inherently worthy. I don't need to be fixed. I am not broken. I just watched the inauguration not long ago, and the amazing Amanda Gorman's poem that she read, The Hill We Climb. And I loved a piece of it in particular because I think it relates to this. And it is the idea that we are not broken. She was talking about the country, but let's talk about ourselves. We are not broken. We are unfinished. Yeah. So you're not finished. You have growth. There's things you might want to change, improve. There might be things you want to add. That doesn't mean you're broken or that you're wrong. You're unfinished. And let's hope you're never finished, because that would be boring. That is not the point of life. The point is to continue to grow, to evolve. And I also like the idea that no matter what you are, if you believe in God, then you believe that you are invented, you are created in His image, which means you are perfect. You are born worthy. If you don't believe in God, and that is okay, then maybe you prefer the metaphysical, which I'm kind of into. And if that's the case, then everything is. That's all. It simply is. We are all the same atoms and fibers and molecules, and we all simply exist and are. There is no right or wrong or good or bad. Everything simply is. And if neither of those resonate with you, and then let's just go into the other element of this, which is patriarchal conditioning. And think about who benefits from you feeling broken. Certainly not you. You're not benefiting from that. Not those who love you, because they know it's not true. So who benefits? Well, makeup companies, plastic surgeons, hair coloring companies, clothing companies, diet makers, all of it. Coaching. Unfortunately, so much of the coaching that's out there that's contributing to these feelings that you are flawed and broken and need fixing. There are many, many markets in our capitalist society that are benefiting from making you feel broken, that you need to be fixed. So whether it's that you believe that you are not flawed because God made you and you couldn't be, or because if you're metaphysical, because there is just nothing is right or wrong, it just simply is, or if you want to believe you're not broken, simply because the structures are telling you to believe it, it's a manufactured concept to make you spend money. Whatever of those helps you get there, I just want you to get to that place of understanding that you are not broken. You are perfect and wonderful as you are. Could you be improved? Sure. Can we all? Yeah. Here's how I like to explain it to my clients. We're all ice cream. And ice cream is delicious by itself. Vanilla ice cream is tasty. You add a little, if you make it to a fancy ice cream, it's even better. If you put it maybe a chocolate mint or whatever kind of ice cream you like, even better. But ice cream by itself is great. But sometimes we put that ice cream into a bowl and then we put cherries on it and peanuts and whipped cream and caramel and hot fudge. And we turn it into a sundae. Is a sundae perhaps slightly tastier? Is that an improvement on the ice cream? Maybe. But was the ice cream still fundamentally delicious all by itself? Abso-freaking-lutely. You are the ice cream. You are amazing and delicious just as you are. Now, Can you maybe be improved by adding a little bit of cherries and nuts? Sure. So chasing after some achievement, that might be a nut. Going and buying a pretty wardrobe that makes you feel good, that might be a cherry. There's a lot of things we can add onto it that can add and make it feel like improvements. But the ice cream was still delicious just as it was, and you are delicious without any of those improvements, without any additions, as you are. You don't have to be a sundae. You can just be ice cream and still be delicious. So I want to challenge you with this to just take a moment and reflect and think, what might shift for me if I could stop seeing myself as broken and just see myself as unfinished? What might change if you stopped looking outside for someone or something to fix you? What if you could just compassionately learn to love yourself as you are, accept yourself as you are, and then go about the business of maybe making improvements, looking for the nuts and the cherries? If that appeals to you, if you think, ooh, I much prefer that to the messaging I get from so many people in the self-help space and the business coaching space and other spaces, the beauty industry, if I like this message a whole lot better, if that feels a lot better than the ones that make me feel like there's something wrong with me, that blame me for my problems and shame me for not fixing them, if you say, I would much rather learn how to love myself, how to have self-compassion, and use that self-compassion to rebuild self-trust, and from that self-trust be able to confidently go after the improvements that I might seek. If that appeals to you, I would love to talk to you. That's my approach to mindset coaching. It's far different than a lot of what's out there. And I think it's the healthier, happier approach to doing this work. Now, you may not get to those nuts and cherries as quick. If you just pushed through and tried harder, you could probably get nuts and cherries sooner. But you're not going to feel as good in the process. I want you to learn to love your ice cream as it is before you start chasing for the nuts and the cherries. And then those things are even sweeter once you actually are appreciating the ice cream that goes with it. Because a bowl of melted ice cream with some cherries and nuts is not nearly as good as an ice cream that's already loved and delicious that we add to. So I would love to hear from you. Please let me know if you want to talk. I'm always here to book a discovery call and find out if coaching with me might be a good fit for you. You can book me at that link. Either way, please spend some time now soaking in the feeling of, what if I'm not broken? What if I'm simply unfinished?